Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. I was in my 20s, finishing my doctoral degree and teaching in Ohio, Kent State. From time to time, people would have garage sales and sell different items, and you could always collect and get and find. I had the best dining room table. It was long, it was huge, it was fantastic. It was a door on four legs. Well, one day there was a young man out in front of his apartment, and he was selling some items, and people were going by and they were picking up different things that he had, household items. But he also had, off kind of to the side, some rugs, two rugs. And even back then, I gravitated to the textiles. And I was like, "Ooh, what about these?" And he was like, "Well, you know, these are some family rugs." And so I was like, "Yeah, these are wonderful." And he was like, "Yeah, I was trying to decide whether or not to sell them, but these are probably the things that will get me the most. And um, I need to get some medicine for my mom." And, his other things were going, but nobody was paying attention to these rugs. And they were bright, they were colorful, they were beautiful. And so he told me the price, and I must have registered a little shock. And he said, "Well, they've been in my family for a while, and they're woven, and they're prayer rugs, and they're handmade." And I said, "No, no, no, I'm not thinking it's too much." I mean, it was more than any item you'd find in a Kent garage sale. But I knew that it was less than what I would have found in a World Bazaar anywhere. So I told him I wanted both of them, and I paid him more than he asked for. Um, and he thanked me profusely. I can remember him just holding both of my hands and thanking me. I held on to those rugs. I've held on to those rugs over 30 years. They've been with me everywhere. They're a little faded. They're light enough that you can wash in the machine on gentle. But they've been with me for a very long time, and I've loved those rugs. They've had like a meaning to me that was deeper than I could ever understand, and I didn't know why. But anytime I got rid of anything, those rugs were staying. And yesterday, I had gotten back from traveling for work, and I knew I was collecting items. There are some families here who have recently moved to Savannah from Afghanistan. They were airlifted here, and we're welcoming them in our community. And some folks from my community are sharing with them. And so as I looked at the list of things that were needed, I saw rugs. And I thought, well, maybe I've been holding on to this long for this moment, this time. I collected all kinds of items in the house, nice things. My mother always said, "Give your best." And so I had a beautiful duvet cover and a duvet, and I washed everything, and pillows, washed them, and sanitized everything all morning long, and got all these things together. And I got those rugs, and I put them in the machine to wash them. And I imagined that they were going back to somebody who was related to that young man I met years ago, that somehow those rugs were so, that I had purchased them for this moment, that I was holding on to them, that I was just a steward. I think part of our connections is about stewardship, that we are to be keepers of those things that are needed in the universe that help us connect one to another. And as I went through my silks and satins for fabric for hijabs, I knew that I was even a steward of those things. We're all stewards. Ask yourself what you're holding on to and who you're holding it for. I love you.